coming at ya. So we're hurrying here. It is 12:30 in the afternoon and we got a big brew going. We're getting things cleaned up and whatnot, but we are doing a big beer. It's gonna be the Too Far Gone Imperial Stout. And we got 27 pounds of grain going here.
And it's all going to be first running, so that means that we're going to also do a brown ale at the end of this too.
Yeah, it's going to start with a 90-minute mash, and it's going to be a 120-minute boil on first runnings. So, so we're going to be busy. Woo. So we're going to put some LME in, light malt extract, and use that to boost up the second beer. We got 3 pounds of that. And we'll see how this goes, but we'll let you know as we're going on. Oh, by the way, happy Homebrew Wednesday, everyone.
Happy Homebrew Wednesday.
So Christian's been running around like a some bitch, because I've been busy with work. Actually, with a 90-minute mash, it did give a lot of time. So we're getting things ready over here. We ran a 90-minute mash over here on the Braumeister with about roughly 10 pounds of the grain, and then 17 pounds over here in this one. And we're gonna let it run through and run it clear, but then we will be adding all of that over into the Braumeister, all first runnings on both sides, no sparge. And we'll set those grains aside. We'll come sparge those later for beer number 2.
Some thick goodness.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, look at that. Ooh. Ooh, baby. Maybe we'll call this the brown-headed stepchild.
All right, so we're heating up water so we can kind of batch sparge this, rinse it a few times to build up what we need for the next one. But we'll probably just put the water, get it up to heat, and dump it in there and let that just sit. That won't hurt at all. Be like extra mash, if you will. Meanwhile, we've collected a little over 26 liters over here. So I screwed up on this one. I take the blame. When I put everything in to calculate how much grains we needed to do this, I did not reduce the mash efficiency to adjust for all of that. So therefore, I needed more grains. It's still going to be a stout. It's still going to be 8.5%, 9%, something like that. We'll see. We'll get some numbers. But it's not going to be the Too Far Gone stout.
Oh well, that means we'll have to do it again, and then I get another brown ale.
That's
Oops.
right. But the whole purpose in doing this was Christian's idea, and that was to think through what we have to do to make a big barley wine.
Yeah.
So that was the one thing I left out. So lesson learned.
And I mean, who's really going to complain? Because we're still going to be drinking beer.
Yeah, it's still going to be a fun stout. So what can you say?
It's a win-lose-win.
So basically, we did have a new piece of equipment we added here. Oh yeah, look at that. There you go. We've got our nice little hop filter, our little cylinder in there. So that's great. So we went ahead and went with leaf hops this time around. And I think that's going to be really helpful for us moving forward. Meanwhile, it's cold and wet, but I won't complain too much because I'm not on the East Coast. 120-minute boils, a long time. You know, 90-minute mashes, it's a long time. Christian's stirring up the mash over here, and I think we're gonna have a beer. Why not? We got some St. Bernard's Apt 12. Cheers, everyone.
If one screws up, enjoy a good beer.
Well, actually, our Christmas beer came out real good, and it's getting better with time.
Which, in comparison, now I realize our Christmas beer isn't that bad. Because it's been a while since I've had this style.
Yeah. Yeah, ours is bigger than this, right? Or it feels bigger than this. So 10%, and ours was 10.2, so it's about the same.
Yeah. So you know, ours is very comparable.
Yeah, ours has more chew to it than this.
Mm-hmm.
But they use some less stuff too. I mean, we did a little more spice character.
More spice, a little rum. Who's gonna complain?
No, actually, yeah, I'm really pleased with ours now.
Yeah. You know, I don't have this style very often, and Dad wanted to go more in the Belgian route, and I forgot what Belgian tastes like a little bit.
Yeah, yeah.
Which means we need to review more Belgian beers.
Yeah, we do. It's been a while. All right. Well, we still have 68 minutes left of the boil. We'll see you in a long while from now.
All right, we just dropped in an ounce of Willamette. We're gonna stir that in, but we're still going, and we still got a half hour left in the boil. All right, here we go. Here's the second ounce of whatever hops we're using.
Willamette.
Here's the second ounce of Willamette hops that we're using.
It's a good thing he hasn't been drinking beer.
Yeah, never.
You can see it's getting dark. But we are cooling our beer down finally.
And this is only the first one.
And this is the first one. And there have been a lot of discussions and rambling and also a little bit of beer drinking, right? But
as life should.
we know that the next one will be better. Yes, there will be a too far gone Imperial Stout eventually.
Could be take two far
Yeah,
Stout.
but you know what Christian realized? I've got to brew a beer in between, just like a good IPA, and then we can go for the barley wine.
Of course.
Yeah.
You need a drinker while you're waiting.
Hell yeah. I tell you, that hop screen was awesome.
Definitely worth it.
Oh my God, that was like, I just had to go thank my wife because that was like just the best Christmas gift ever. I mean, it's just coming out so clean. What'll be interesting, these were leaf hops. That was an easy test. And what's going to be interesting to see
Is pellet hops.
Yep, see what the pellet hops do, but that's coming up next.
So tell Senior good luck because he's on his own.
Okay, we end up at 1.082. That's kind of sad, but yeah, we know the miscalculations. And we're putting in 2 US-05s on there. That should be enough. Oh my God! Oh shit. I've got beer in here.
Woo! Jesus Christ. That was heavy.
This beer has to come out.
Oh, he's pissed.
That's at the very end. That's not really. Yeah, it's a little different. But yeah. Okay. I get what you're saying.
Well, secondary, right? Is where you were going to use it?
Okay, one of the tests in the chamber was, can I get 2 fermentation buckets and also one of my corny kegs in here with a fermenter top in. And I've adjusted it around, and sure enough, I can get it all in. That means we can have this one aging for a couple months, and we can get a barley wine that's going to age in there 9 months to a year. And a cylinder as well. Anyway, we can get a lot in there. It's just me now. Christian worked his butt off. I have to thank him. I had to take a business call and handle it again. And but we've got the makings of the brown ale in here, and I'm going to start mixing in some light malt extract, the amber version, in here. It's a dry malt extract, I might say, and get this one ready. It's close to boil. Alright, so it's just me now. Christian went off on a date. And here we go. We've got some good old Bryce. We've got their amber malt extract. It's a dry malt extract. And we're going to use that to boost this thing up a little bit. Since it's all just the second runnings. We got 3 pounds of it. Alright, we've just hit boil. Beautiful. We should be expecting the hop break here pretty quick. Isn't that a beautiful thing? I love it. Alright, let's get this to settle down in here a little bit. Get that foam off the top that's building up. Guess it's hitting hop break. And we're just heading into the boil here. So we're going for it right here, putting the hops right into that hop screen. And again, this is not leaf hops this time. No, sir. All right, so let's see if that makes a difference, if that makes it easier at the end for us. We'll find out. I like how that mixes up so easy. I'm going to stir it up on the outside so it's flowing right through that hop screen there. And there we go. Beer number 2 is well on its way. Alright, we got 10 minutes left to boil. We got an ounce of Amarillo and an ounce of Eureka hops in there. Eureka will add some citrus and so forth, just like the Amarillo. But in theory, it will also add a little bit of pine character. So we're going to mix that up in there and stir it up on the outside. And we're going to just go ahead and just minutes before flame out, we're going to go ahead and add the last, another ounce of each. And we're going to finally call this long brew day a day as we clean up. Well, that's been a long ass day. I'm putting in 2 more ounces of hop for Christian with his hoppy brown ale. And give this a moment or two, let it start cooling down. I'm going to call it a day. I'll come back later. We'll talk about how this one turned out. The stout's going to take a little longer. We might let that take a little bit of time to ferment out, and but probably not too long since it wasn't quite as big as all that. But we will come back to it another Homebrew Wednesday and let you know what it turned out like. You can expect that I'll probably be making an IPA in between, and then we're going to be making that barley wine. Happy Homebrew Wednesday.